So one thing you may notice here is every week or two we release a fast track clients experience and they have so many lessons and so much wisdom to share. These are fast track clients who are absolutely crushing it, making their passive income, building their DeFi portfolios. And we want to share some words of wisdom from them to you. We do see Fast Track as a collaborative effort, and there is so much value shared on these mastermind calls. And I mean, clients are so freaking amazing that we wanted to share their experience with you. So, without further ado, check out this week's Fast Track Client Spotlight.
Let's get started. So, Rob, before you joined Fast Track, what was your experience in DeFi like?
Um, well, very limited, let's say. I mean, I came across DeFi just because I was curious about the crypto space. And, as I went down the rabbit hole, then I found you guys and then I joined the UIG and sort of started poking around and saw the potential in it, opened a few positions. And, you know, I suppose, yeah, when I sort of started to see the opportunity, then I, thought it's probably a good time to go all in on it.
Yeah, no, definitely great timing. So after working with us in Fast Track for 12 weeks now, what does your DeFi portfolio look like, and what are your cash flows looking like?
So I set out with a goal of achieving 110% yields. I'm probably doing about 180 at the moment with a fairly, I would say it's reasonably conservative portfolio. So I do have a mixture of blue chip and a few memes, but fairly small allocation. Um, but they're really sort of bumping up the fees. And then I've also diversified my bull run portfolio quite a bit. And so at the moment, I'm using the fees from the liquidity pools to then build up that bull run. Just given where we are in the cycle, it just seems like the right thing to do. But at some point, I'll start using that to fund my income.
Nice, man. So, hey, what would you say is the biggest thing that you've learned within Fast Track?
Um, God, there's so much to it, I think. I mean, certainly what I wasn't expecting was, uh, I had a bull run bag, early on, but I hadn't really understood the interplay between um, the bull run bag, using leverage, building up the liquidity pools, and then using that to then cycle back into the bull run bag, and it kind of just it's this little engine that keeps sort of building each other up, I guess. So I don't know. I couldn't say there's one particular thing. There's it's the whole sort of ecosystem, I guess.
So, I guess let me follow that up. So, what was the most valuable part of Fast Track for you?
Yeah, okay. So when I looked at it initially, I thought this is probably something I could do myself. Um, and I think anyone could do it themselves, but the opportunity cost of um, figuring out on your own, probably making some wrong decisions,
Hmm.
and also the speed to get the portfolio built and developing the confidence, none of that would have been possible. And so for me, it was absolutely the opportunity cost of not acting fast. Hence the name Fast Track, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and having the confidence to do it. So, like I would have probably fumbled around with smaller amounts of capital, while I sort of, made all the mistakes and those sorts of things. And then I think, just having the community and hearing other people's perspectives, seeing what they're looking at, the whole is greater than its parts, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Um,
It
yeah,
definitely does. So Rob, if someone's on the fence about joining Fast Track, what would you say to that person?
I would say that it has delivered on everything that like I saw lots of YouTube videos beforehand, and I think it's one of those things that almost looks too good to be true. And I think that a lot of people would be skeptical, and they're probably right to be skeptical. But it's delivered on everything that it promises, and probably more actually. So look, I'm very happy. 12 weeks has passed, and I've got more out of it than I thought I would. And like I've now got the confidence to maintain my portfolio. I set out to use a redundancy to essentially not go back into corporate world, and I'm pretty confident 12 weeks on that I don't need to go back there anymore. So
That's
very
awesome,
happy.
man. That's so good.
Retired. Retired at 40.
Congratulations. Oh
Yeah.
man, Rob, I love to
Yeah.
hear that.
Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you took some notes. Hope you learned some lessons. If you're interested in working with us, Fast Track is by application only, and we do only allow a limited number of spots per month. It is a true one-on-one program, so our time is limited. If you've got the minimum amount of capital, which you can learn all the details with the link below, and you're super committed to building your DeFi portfolio, then do check out the application. The link will be below. And with that said, I hope to be speaking with you soon. We'll see you there.